Today we're going to talk about why humans crave creative mundane rituals, and how they might just be the secret to getting your mind back. Rituals are not just cultural fluff. They're ancient survival tech. From a neuroscience perspective, they reduce cognitive load, freeing up mental bandwidth for more complex thinking. When you don't have to decide how to do something, you can focus on being in it. But here's the thing, the brain also links rituals with safety and reward. Dopamine doesn't just fire when you get a result, it fires in anticipation of a familiar sequence. This is why making tea can feel oddly comforting, or why arranging your tools before starting work can make you feel ready. And for people who live in high-pressure environments, where everything feels like a moving target, rituals provide a rare sense of control. It's not just about the coffee or the pen or the stretching sequence, it's about telling your brain, we know what happens next, and we're okay. So, why not just call them routines? Because when you add a spark of creativity, even in the smallest way, something powerful happens. Instead of being a mindless loop, your ritual becomes a mindful loop. Stirring your coffee 3 times clockwise, then once anti-clockwise. Writing a single sentence in a journal before opening your laptop. Lining up your tools in order of the job you're about to do. These micro-creative touches wake up the default mode network, the part of your brain linked to imagination and self-reflection. It's like feeding your mind a tiny dose of artistry before you tackle the rest of the day. You don't need applause or an audience. You don't need to achieve anything except doing the ritual. That's deeply grounding when life feels overwhelming. When life gets chaotic, humans don't just crave rest. We crave predictable novelty, something familiar with a tiny edge of difference. Think about soldiers in wartime who clean their weapons the exact same way every day. Or office workers who have their mug in their desk arrangement. This is the nervous system looking for anchor points, stable, repeatable actions that remind you, this is still my life. I still have control over something. For high-functioning people, especially those hitting burnout, rituals can act as a pressure valve. They slow you down just enough to stop the runaway train of constant decision-making, and they re-inject a sense of self into the day. Here's how to make this practical. Identify a moment you do every day. It could be making coffee, locking the front door, or even just starting your computer. Add a small creative twist. Something sensory, intentional, or symbolic. Maybe a breath before your first sip, or a specific order in which you lay out your workspace. Make it non-negotiable, but flexible. The goal is not perfection. If you miss it, no guilt. If you do it, total presence. Guard it from distraction, no phone in the ritual. No rushing. Even 60 seconds of undivided focus can have an outsized effect. Creative mundane rituals might look trivial from the outside, but inside, they're acts of self-authorship. They're how you say, in a world I can't fully control, I choose this one thing to do my way. And in the long run, those small choices are what rebuild your identity, your focus, and your calm. So tomorrow morning, when you're stirring your coffee or tying your shoes, try adding a small, deliberate twist. Make it yours. Watch what happens. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe.